What is up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Mills back with another video. Today I want to do a quick video on I've been thinking about everything that I've been spending since I've been home, regardless if it's business, work, just everything since I've been home from the moment I touched down. So a little background for you guys that don't know me. My name is Mike Mills. I am a merchant mariner. I was gone from September of 2024 and I got home March of 2025, overseas in the Middle East somewhere, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I make videos about being a merchant mariner, about my houses and all this other, everything in between. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about exactly all the, I don't even call them expenses, because a lot of this was just kind of like random stuff I had to pay for when I had come home. So a lot of you know I do own 3 rental properties. I talk about them all the time. So I own 3 rental properties. One of my houses is a condo that I have out in Portsmouth. So that one, it's been, I think I talked about this one of my last videos. It's been taken over by new management. The whole association technically has been is new management. I think they took over 2022 or 3. I'm not exactly sure when they took over, but they took over and they pretty much said, oh, we're gonna revamp the area, blah 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 blah. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, the area isn't bad, but it's definitely not like upper class is gonna be living there. You know what I'm saying? I personally wouldn't live there myself, but I have the choice of not to. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the area isn't run down or anything. It's not the best area. You know what I'm saying? It's not really dangerous or anything like that. But anyways, getting off track. So the association that bought it, they pretty much, everybody that owns the houses over there, since it is a condo, I bought the house, blah, blah, but I pay a condo fee. The first thing they did was raise the condo fees, and it was like, hey, this is how much this company is in debt, essentially, and this is what we have to pay back. And I remember talking about this in my last video, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But pretty much they would do a reassessment almost every like 6 months. It'd be like, okay, this is how much we're short, so we need it pretty much fell on the owners of the condos, so it falls on us. They were like, hey, we're a few $100,000 in short. We need you guys to pay this amount by this such and such date. You know what I'm saying? And for someone like me, this is an investment, so it's kind of like, dang, I'm losing on money, but I did just make an X amount of dollars this whole time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, I'm getting off track. So as soon as I got home, my dad was like, yeah, here's the reassessment for this quarter or whatever. And then I think it came out to like $2,300, $2,375 or something like that. It came out to $2,000 something dollars. It was different for each tier of your house. So if you have a 2-bedroom small, I think you owe like $1,300, $1,400 or something like that. Or if you have a 2-bedroom big, come out to $17,000. If you have a 3-bedroom small, comes out to $2,000 or something like that. I forget exactly what the number was, but mine was a 4-bedroom. I did the small one. I didn't care. I know it's 4-bedroom big and 4-bedroom small. They didn't specify exactly what is considered big or small, but they just said 4-bedroom big, 4-bedroom small. This is how much I had to pay. So I think mine came out to like $2,300, something like that, $2,350 or $75 or whatever it is, and some change. So I paid that, and so that's the first check that I had to take care of when I first got home. And I'm like, dang, man. And it was crazy because at the same time I had just done my taxes, and then I knew I was getting back like $2,400, something like that. So my entire taxes went to that check, went to having to pay that, which was, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, one of my houses, another house in Portsmouth, I room for rent that house. So I pay for all the utilities and stuff like that. So I pay for the water bill, the water, electric, and whatever HRSD is. I forget what that is. But anyways, I pay for all that, right? So for some reason, the whole time, or from November to pretty much March, but I wasn't getting an electric bill. And mind you, I'm overseas, so I'm not thinking about it. Usually I get an e-bill for it, whatever. And then the one when I did get an e-bill, it would be for like $30, $40, and I'm like, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, I'm just paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm overseas. I'm just like, all right, let me pay this real quick, not worry about it later. But when I got home, I got a bill and it said $1,300, and I was like, what the? I was like, why is my bill this much? Blah 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 blah. And then so I called Dominion Power or whatever they're called, and I was like, hey, I got this bill. It says $1,300. What? This doesn't make any sense. Why is it like that? Blah blah. And then they pretty much broke it down. I was like, oh yeah, you haven't been charged the bill since this date, and but even when I did the math, the most it was supposed should have been like $1,000. The most. The fact that it was an extra $200 or $300, that's where I was like, what's going on? And then they was like, oh, yeah, for the months of November and December, the bill was higher because we adjusted for whatever and blah blah. So it just sounded like a bunch of like bullshit for real. But I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I argued with them a little bit, but then I was like, man, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So I just ended up paying the bill. So that was another like $1,300 gone. You know what I'm saying? And then mind you, this is all, I'm just getting home. I'm just getting home at this time. I'm like, damn, that's another 13. So I'm already off rip about a little over $3,000, like $3,400, something like that. And then on top of that, my parents, well, all of us, we wanted to change our phone plan, who we were with. Currently, I was at the time with AT&T. My dad was like, yeah, I want to switch to Verizon. And I'm like, okay, cool, I don't care. As long as they have an overseas plan, I'm good. Because AT&T's overseas plan was you had to pay $10 a day, never to exceed $100 or something like that. So that was the whole thing. And we was with AT&T for like 2 years. When I first got home, 2023. Yeah, when I got home 2023, that's when we switched to AT&T. So for about 2 years, we was AT&T. And then, like I said, my dad was like, yeah, I want to switch to a different company. Because we have Fios now, so we got a little bundle plan, I guess, whatever. And then my biggest thing was like, they need to have an overseas plan because I don't want to be overseas and not have service like I did this last time. Don't get me wrong, I did have my puck, but it was still kind of like, I felt like I was paying more a month so I can use my puck while I'm overseas, as opposed to if I just had a regular plan that would allow me to use my phone. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to use this when I'm overseas because I do upload videos and stuff like that, and I don't want to use my phone to upload videos all the time, or my dad on my phone to upload videos, because this sometimes might be faster. So I'll still use this, but I won't have to put anywhere near as much data on my puck as I did this last tour. So yeah, so we switched phones, whatever. So the plan itself and then the phone, that was another like so my last phone we had with AT&T, I still had about $700 or $600 left on it. So I paid that whole phone off. So that was $600 plus this phone, which was another, I think it was $500 because we got the 500 gigabyte phone of space. So I think it was another $500. So off the rip, that's another $1,100 that it's not throwing it away because I got something for it, but it was just like, okay, another $1,100, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been like, dang, I've really been spending money, you know what I'm saying, since I've been home. I think in total, I spent about $4,000 in total just from being home. Just like nothing really, like not me doing anything outside of maybe the phone, but just me taking care of like life. Just $4,000 for a little over four. Maybe I'm pushing probably like 5. Well, no. So 2. Let's do this. 23. 13. Another the phone. Yep, for the 2 phones was another 13. So 26 plus 23. I'm already at 5. Oh wow. I'm a little over $5,000 just me being home. You know what I'm saying? That's not including like the miscellaneous stuff I'll be paying for while I'm at home. So just me existing at home, I've spent over $6,000 or almost over $5,000. And it's crazy to sound like, oh yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. That's $5,000, which it is. And I'm like, dang, man, I really spent this much money. This is crazy. But luckily, I'm in a privileged position to be able to afford all of this. Um, yes, in part because of my job, but also in part because I have my rental properties. I was good with my money when I first came in. Yes, there was times where I spent like an egregious amount of money in one night. I'll probably put that video right here, but I've done stupid things. But for the most part, I've been pretty decent with my money. It could be a lot better, I won't lie. If I had moved up the way I was supposed to, yeah. But from where I'm at, I've done pretty decently with myself. I do have a chunk of money saved up from this last tour, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing pretty good. I definitely am buying, or I'm trying to buy another house when I get home. Or when I get home, I am home. I'm trying to buy another house, which is, I'm secured. I'm almost secured with the loan. They just have to do underwriting, which I think I did a short about. I'm not sure. I think I just did one. Which they're doing underwriting for, which is pretty much they're doing their little background check on me, pretty much making sure all the things that I gave them isn't falsified information, which is kind of redundant, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. I just want to give y'all a little tidbit of my like actual life. My brother's home, so we've been chilling. I think he's here for another couple weeks before I go to school. School is still happening. School's on the 21st of April. So I got a little less than 10 days left until I got school. And then school's for about a month and a week. Yeah, a month and a week exactly. Because the first part of school is the FOWT, the Fireman and Oily Water Tender class, Fireman Oily Water Tender class, and the RFPEW, rating forming of an engineering watch. So part of the engineering watch. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now, or that's what I'm about to be doing. I'm wrapping my head around it. I talked to my friend. He said I'm gonna be good. A lot of stuff I talked about last video. So yeah, I'm ready to get this class in me so I can get back on the ship, make some more money. It's gonna be a fun time, man. It's gonna be a fun time. No, it's not actually. It's gonna be school, and I hate school. All of y'all that know me know I hate school. Like, with everything in me, I hate school. But hey, I need to upgrade. This is what I gotta do to do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. Shoot. Everybody wish me luck with the school, and everybody wish me luck with finding another house. This will be house number 4, baby. And if I find a duplex, ooh, number 5, boy, number 5, boy. But I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe. And if there's anything y'all want to talk to me about, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I love you guys. Deuces.